with Phoebe, hello.
Huh?
And AJ, hello. And what I'm going to start with by asking you each first up is, what is it about paleontology that you like?
Discovering something new.
Discovering something new, yes. New discovery is always good, and paleontology is a great way of doing it.
And developing what's already there, so...
Right, so discovering something that's new and building on that knowledge. Fantastic. What about you, AJ? What is it?
Well, dinosaurs from all the ancient creatures, I think they're really interesting and fascinating to learn more about them.
And it is, isn't it? Because we, other than obviously, and this is, you made this, Phoebe, and we'll come back to that in a while. Other than the birds, which are dinosaurs, there are all of these animals, not just dinosaurs, of course, from the past, that we'll never see. So what can paleontology, and either of you can answer this, what can paleontology do to help us better understand those things? Maybe you first.
Imagination and creativity are really part of it, because you get to think about what's possible and then add a little bit of your own side to it and think, if that was possible, then you can build from there. It's sort of logical thinking, to assume different things, but sometimes you'll prove different things.
Absolutely. And what about you, AJ? What do you think? How do you think paleontology can help us understand things from the past?
So it's building on what the ancient life, what life was like back then, and it'll help us understand how they lived and how they survived this and why they didn't survive that. And
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so do you want to be a paleontologist when you grow up?
Definitely. Well, I've got many different things on my list of who I want to be, so that is one of them.
That is one of them. And what about you, AJ?
of course.
Of course. Brilliant. Well done. That is a perfect career choice. And it is all of the sciences, of course. It's maths, it's physics, it's biology. So what do you see when you look forward? And maybe we'll start with you first this time, AJ. When you look forward, what do you see are the things that you need to do to become a paleontologist?
There is maths for one thing, but there's a lot of sciences that will be useful to help understand, and biology, and
So lots of studying?
Yeah.
And what about you, Phoebe?
Well, I think it's about first getting to know what others have done to get there, and then finding your own way.
Finding your own way, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it is probably, in fact, I'd say it's both of the things that you've said. So, what do you think, and again we'll start with you this time, AJ, what do you think might be some difficulties in terms of pursuing a career path for you as a paleontologist? What are the barriers, I say, I guess is the best way?
Probably where I'll work, finding somewhere to live near there, and getting to work every day there is probably the main one.
Yeah, and what about you, Phoebe?
Funding, probably. I mean, paleontology isn't the most profitable business.
No, it's not the most funded, but it is, as we said, the most important science. Are we agreed on that?
It's the most exciting.
It's the most exciting. What other science has dinosaurs?
Biology?
Yeah, but biology is a part of...
Yeah.
Modern dinosaurs.
Yeah, but biology is still a part of paleontology, isn't it? It's not the other way round.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, goodness me. Okay, so Phoebe, you made this. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this is an Anchiornis huxleyi. I've called this one Scotty.
Scotty, hello.
Yeah.
Scotty.
He's 161 to 151 million years old. And I find he's very interesting because with most dinosaurs, they don't know what colour they were. But this one, they've actually got fossil evidence of these things called melanosomes, which you can determine by the shape what pigment colour it would be.
Yeah, it's the tiny little pigments in the cells, aren't they? Absolutely, yes. And that's one of the great things about modern paleontology. This is why you guys growing up right now is a really cool time to be growing up as and wanting to be paleontologists.
Discovering new technology pretty much every day that will help paleontologists. Well, not every day for the paleontologists, but every day for technology.
Yeah. Okay, so what's something you're working on at the moment, AJ, and then I'll ask you what you're working on at the moment. So what's something you're working on at the moment in terms of whether it's drawing something or making something or reading something from a paleontological perspective?
Well, I've drawn a phaleo and I'm thinking of doing a few more in different positions, and I've got my notebook that I'm scribbling in.
Okay, so what sort of things do you scribble in your notebook?
Oh, just anything to do with paleontology.
Cool, so which is a really good idea. You know, I'm always saying to people, you know, make yourself a journal, make yourself notebooks and write things down. Fantastic. So what's something you're working on at the moment, Phoebe?
Well, a few different things. I'm doing a drawing / painting, not sure which yet, of Genionis, but it's being attacked by a thylacoleo that has fallen out of the tree. That has just jumped out of the tree and onto it.
And that's one of the cool things. You know, you can just draw the animal, or you can draw the animal in a situation, and both are really cool things.
And putting it in this instant where something exciting is happening. I mean, a few minutes later, and one of them might be dead.
Yeah.
And it's not as exciting.
And always remember, when we find a fossil, it's the moment of death.
Exactly.
For that, ooh, that's quite cheerful, isn't it? Okay, so, oh, hello, look at this fascinating family of, there's a family of Albertosaurs, for example. I think there's 9 of them, and they're all different ages, and they're all these fossils, and they've gone, oh, this is fantastic. It's like, yeah, but you know they all like died at the same time. Oh, look at all these wonderful dinosaur fossilized eggs in South America. Yeah, they're all died at the same time. They're all like, none of them were born. They didn't have a lot. They didn't. Oh dear. Oh, sorry.
Spoil that fun.
I know. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. Want to get to one of my favourite topics now. What can you each tell me? Start with you, AJ. What can you tell me? Who was Mary Anning?
Well, she was a paleontologist back a bunch of years ago. Can't remember what date, and so yeah, she focused on the fossils she found at her home, Ridge?
Lyme Regis?
Yes, Lyme Regis, and all the plesiosaurs that were in the cliff, and yeah.
Yep. So you tell us something about Mary.
Well, I hope I'm getting my facts right, I'm not mixing them up. But she discovered the ichthyosaur, which I think is the first discovered dinosaur.
They not quite a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that. So, but she did discover ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, ammonites, coprolites. Mary Anning was the first person to go, oh, wait a minute, coprolites. She was also one of the first people to go, wait a minute, these animals are prehistoric.
Yeah.
So before Mary Anning, people thought they'd found this. They go, oh yeah, it must live somewhere.
Else in the world.
Somewhere else in the world. They didn't think that extinction was a thing. Okay, so my next question. Why or what is important about Mary Anning? Why is she important to you?
Well, she's important to me. Well, she was a woman, and well, she was discovered by the men of her era, but she kept pursuing her dream, which is really cool, and she made tons of important discoveries.
Fantastic. And Phoebe?
I think it's really encouraging. It's like a beacon of someone to live up to, because she's a good role model. She's discovered all these awesome things that we want to do ourselves, and she's an emblem for women today, and the reason that I think women and girls are accepted as much as they are.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both. Let's say cheerio for now.
Bye.
Cheerio.